Alright, here we go. It's another day in the Teeling family. Another day. So I file a lawsuit against my trustee. And she came up with this gobbledygook, boomer tier schizo babble for a motion to dismiss. She went to the Eugene Beale School of Law. You can file an answer to the claim and refute facts, or a motion to dismiss based on that the facts don't mean anything. But she just files this motion to dismiss. And you can go look at the other video and just see all the garbage that's in there. She's talking about the threats and all sorts of crazy stuff. All sorts of hearsay, talking about my son, talking about my son's mother, talking about restraining orders from 4 years ago. Fails to mention Jonathan. She's like, oh, she said I called my aunt and harassed my aunt. Well, what about Jonathan? It's always failed to be mentioned. But instead of just living my life and just getting simple answers from these people, her and Bob like, I got to take the time and respond to this and then serve it or file it and serve it, and I got to mail all this crap in. But this is what I have to write back. This is not legal advice. I don't even know why you got to make that statement. Because everyone's allowed to practice law. I don't care who you are. Once again, ignorance of the law is no excuse. You all have to be legal experts. You have to have an understanding of law. You're allowed to defend yourself in criminal procedures or against criminal charges. You're allowed to file civil lawsuits. You are allowed to practice law. You can perfect it if you want to. But we're just going to throw this up there. I'll throw this on my legal playlist. And just keep documenting. Well, there we go.
Respondent. Case No. 512024SC001459 Skaxus. Response to motion to dismiss and demand for summary judgment. Comes now, the petitioner, Tasha Teeling, beneficiary of the Teeling Family Trust, and hereby responds to the respondent's motion to dismiss, demands some...
You have to look at, to get a context of this. This is just, all the claims she made that weren't claims. They were just like off-base, off-kilter. It's schizo babble coming out of her mouth. Like incoherent babbling, as Eugene Beale would say. And this is just responding to what she put in that motion to dismiss that wasn't served on me or whatever. Just to clarify. Not like anyone that doesn't understand will understand, but that's what it is.
Summary judgment, and in support thereof states as follows. 1. Failure to serve. The petitioner notes that the respondent failed to serve the petitioner with the motion to dismiss, in violation of Florida Rule of Civil Procedure 1.070, which requires that all parties be served with all pleadings and papers. No statement of certificate of service was present, nor actual service of process occurred. This failure to serve undermines the respondent's motion and warrants its dismissal. The petitioner asserts that the respondent's failure to serve the motion to dismiss constitutes a failure to establish an essential element of her case, warranting summary judgment in favor of the petitioner. 2. Clarification of trust. The petitioner acknowledges that the trust in question is allegedly irrevocable living trust. The petitioner's alleged use of the term trust fund in the original petition was not used, but regardless is intended to refer to the same entity. The petitioner understands the nature and implications of irrevocable living trust and has used the term in its correct legal context. The petitioner asserts that her understanding of the trust and its implications is based on the rights of beneficiaries under Florida law, specifically Florida Statute 736.0813, which requires the trustee to keep the qualified beneficiaries reasonably informed of the trust and its administration. 3. Removal from trust. The respondents claim that the petitioner was removed from the trust on December 21, 2021, is noted. However, the petitioner has not been provided with any formal notice or amended trust documents reflecting this purported alteration. This omission constitutes a violation of Florida Statute 736.0105, which mandates trustees to notify beneficiaries of any trust amendments. The petitioner requests the court to compel the respondent to provide the amended trust documents. The petitioner asserts that the respondent's failure to provide the amended trust documents constitutes a breach of her fiduciary duties under Florida law. For understanding of trust, the respondent suggests that the petitioner does not understand what a revocable living trust is. The petitioner refutes this claim and asserts that she understands the nature and implications of a revocable living trust. The petitioner's request for trust documents and accountings is based on the rights of beneficiaries under Florida law, specifically Florida Statute 736.0813, which requires the trustee to keep the qualified beneficiaries reasonably informed of the trust and its administration.
So I'm going to say, right now, you have people like Gerald saying, where'd you get your law degree? You talk to any cop, where'd you get your law degree? Anybody can research this stuff. Anybody can study it. I've been studying since 2014. This is all being done by the books. It's citing Florida law, case law, put it in the appropriate venue. Let's see what happens here. So just keep documenting, keep going on. This woman has clearly violated all sorts of laws, and she continues to do so.
Administration. 5 harassment claims. The respondent alleges harassment in violation of a protection order. The petitioner strongly refutes these allegations. The petitioner asserts that she has exercised her legal rights as a beneficiary to request information about the trust and its administration. Any claims of harassment are unrelated to the issues at hand and should not distract from the respondent's obligations as a trustee. The petitioner asserts that her actions constitute a lawful exercise of her rights as a beneficiary and do not amount to harassment. Additionally, respondent states that she has allegedly received anonymous phone calls threatening harm to her, yet has not provided a police report or incident number, which is both concerning and very alarming. 6. Disrespect of court system. The respondent accuses the petitioner of showing contempt and disrespect for the court system. The petitioner refutes these allegations and reaffirms her respect for the court and its processes. The petitioner asserts that she has complied with all court orders and has conducted herself in a manner that respects the dignity and authority of the court. 7. Demand for summary judgment. Given the respondent's failure to serve the petitioner with the motion to dismiss, the petitioner demands summary judgment in her favor. Under Florida's summary judgment standard, the court shall grant summary judgment if the movement shows that there is no genuine dispute as to any material fact and the movement is entitled to judgment as a matter of law. In this case, the respondent's failure to serve the petitioner constitutes a failure to establish an essential element of her case, as well as respondent's failure to dispute any material facts and claims, warranting summary judgment in favor of the petitioner. Wherefore, the petitioner respectfully requests this court to 1. Deny the respondent's motion to dismiss due to failure to serve and proceed with the petitioner's original petition to compel trust documents and accountings. 2. Grant summary judgment in favor of the petitioner due to the respondent's failure to serve the motion to dismiss, and respondent's failure to dispute any material facts and claims. 3. Compel the respondent to provide the requested trust documents and accountings pursuant to Florida Statute 736.0813. 4. Declare that the respondent has breached her fiduciary duties under Florida law and issue a declaration affirming the petitioner's rights as a beneficiary under the trust. 5. Award the petitioner legal fees due to the breach of trust as provided for under Florida Statute 736.1001. 6. Grant such other and further relief as this court deems just and proper. Respectfully submitted this 24th day of March, 2024. S/Tasha Teeling, Petitioner 5348, Provost Drive Unit 12 Holiday, Florida, 34690. 727-377-4427 tasha.teeling@gmail.com. Certificate of Service. I hereby certify that a true and correct copy of the foregoing has been furnished by U.S. Mail to Patricia M. Teeling, Trustee, at 1230.
Can't give her stuff out. I could be doing anything else right now. Rebuilding my life. I'm a fully disabled, permanently disabled person that's been homeless for 6 years. Well, going on 6 years. But rather than these people just answering my questions, and this is just the beginning. I could be out here enjoying time with my dog, just doing things. She's doing life stuff. Life stuff. But no, these people, everything's in private. Everything's secret. You can go look at the last video in her motion to dismiss. Everything's private. Everything is a secret. She uses private documents. Personal things. The way she talks about me and my family, the stupid family, like they have nothing to do with me. Like they don't have anything to do with me. But they act like I'm not even a member of this family. We'll get to the divorce decree soon, because that's one of the private documents that she says I impersonated her for. To get a copy of the divorce decree, that involved me. That I was not in. But that's what I spend my time doing. Get a job. Get a job. These people just come out and tell you everything done in silence will be brought to light, or anything done in the dark will be brought to light. That's your update, the legal update for today. This is getting real interesting. I'll keep you apprised.